Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little different. I almost didn't do it for a couple of reasons, but this is something that personally I need done today. But this is something that Instagram made me buy it. So I'm sure you saw by the title of the video. This is a hair coloring system at home, and it's called Simpler Hair. And I came across this on Instagram, and I kept getting the ads for it. And it says, welcome the world with no fuss and no mess, just you looking your best. So this is supposed to, this was $49.95, and you got a 10% discount code when you first sign up. Now I don't have a code. This is not a sponsored video. They don't know who I am. I was just curious about it. I have a lot of gray hair, especially like around my crown and back here is where most of my gray hairs are. And I have to color my hair for it to look decent like every 5 to 6 weeks. I hate doing it. I think it's a mess. It's just something that annoys me to no end. Now I do have a towel wrapped around me, so I'm not naked, okay? But anyways, this is something I really do not enjoy doing. But this looked pretty darn simple to me. So while I'm applying it, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this product. And yeah, it's kind of interesting, and I'm hoping that it works. So it comes in this little bag, and it says Simpler on it. And this says depending on the length of your hair, how much hair you have, it's how many uses you should be able to get out of this, but it should be at least 4. So this is the bottle that it comes in. Now I have so little hair, I'll probably be getting 20 uses out of this. I don't know. Anyway, so you get this. You get the little comb, brush, whatever you want to call it. It has a smaller, more dense brush on the front for detail work. And this goes like through your hair. Then they also give you reusable gloves. They give you a cleansing wipe. And then a stain guard. Now when I usually color my hair, if I have makeup on, I don't put anything to keep my skin from getting stained. I've gotten pretty good at it, so I pretty much really don't get it on my face. But I really don't put anything on it, because if you, whatever you put on it, I used to use like lip balm, and it does keep you from getting any product on your skin. However, if you get any of that on your hair, then the gray's not gonna be covered. So I take a chance and I don't put anything on it. And when it's if I get any like on my ear or on my neck, I usually just use like a baby wipe or a makeup removing wipe. I don't really, so I'm not going to use these today because I'm going to pretend like I'm going to do it the way that I always do it. And I normally do use gloves, but they're saying this is so mess free that the gloves are kind of optional, or if you're a beginner, but it's something that you really don't need. The gentleman that demonstrated how to use the product didn't use any gloves. So I'm going to skip the gloves, and we're going to see if it's really mess free. So the only thing I want to do before starting is just go through my hair in case I have any knots. And really with my hair this short, it really doesn't get knotted, but I just want to make sure that I don't get anything knotted. And then part of the instructions are that when you use this, you're supposed to make sure that you press this dispenser. I got mine, by the way, in medium brown. You're supposed to make sure you press this all the way down without hesitation, because otherwise you're not going to get, there's 2 different products that come out of here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's like 2 little pinholes there. So there's 2 different products that you get out of this, and you need both of those products to come out evenly. So I'm going to apply it on the brush. I'm going to try to do it as hard as I can so I can get it all out. This is what it looks like. Okay, and his looked like that too. It looked like it had like a little more in the front than in the back. I need a mirror. I did not bring it. Oh, here I got a mirror. I was gonna say I'm brave, but not that brave. So we're gonna start with the side of my hair. So I'm gonna do this in real time and tell you a little bit about the product. And then once I'm done telling you about the product, then I'm going to speed it up, because, you know, you don't need to see this whole thing. But basically you're supposed to, you know, start at the root, comb it through with this brush, which, okay, so far no trouble, went right through my hair. But again, I have short hair, so I think it's going to be a lot easier for me than for someone with longer hair. And you want to make sure that you apply it evenly. So I'm trying to go, like, it's kind of hard for me to tell how far I'm going back there to cover my gray, but we'll apply a little more. So I'm going to apply some more on here. And as you can see, this time it looks more evenly, both products. That looks like a lot, so I should be able to get quite a bit on here. So then you're supposed to leave it on like 20 minutes is what they recommend. Less time if you don't want it as dark, or longer if you want it up to 30-35 minutes if you have hard to cover hair. I mean, hard to cover grays, or if you don't want it as dark. So I'm going to leave it on today for 20 minutes and see how it looks, and then next time I'll decide if I feel like I need more, do I need less time. But for today I'm going to leave it at 20 minutes. So my hardest grays are the ones right here. So let me go ahead and finish applying it while I tell you about the product, and then I'll come back. Hyperallergenic 100% vegan formula is made in the USA and uses TDS, which is a safer alternative and gentler on your skin if you're allergic to PPD, a more aggressive ingredient used in many other dyes. Our formula does not contain ammonia, parabens, lead acetate, and more. Our hair color is proudly formulated and made in the USA using premium ingredients that result in a much more natural look, guaranteed, or your money back. The hair dye industry has been pretty cruel to animals. We don't want any part of that. We're committed to not doing any animal testing or animal cruelty. Each can dispense enough product to fill 20 comb brushes. The average user should get at least 4 to 5 uses, and likely more depending on the amount of hair. This is a permanent dye. That means that it should stay on your hair until you have new growth. This product is offered in 7 different shades: natural black, dark brown, medium brown, light brown, blonde, and ginger. Try it risk-free for 60 days. If you're not happy, simply contact us. If we can't make it right and you keep the full box, we'll refund you 100%. We believe in treating customers the way we want to be treated. It's that simple. This product was initially created for men's grays and beard. However, we do realize that women also have gray hair, and it is absolutely perfectly safe for women to use. Okay, so that really didn't take me that long to do. Able to spread it through my hair pretty easily. A lot easier than when I do it like out of like Clairol or L'Oreal or one of those that I have to either use my fingers to work it in or use my own brush. It doesn't have the ammonia smell that your hair color normally does, which is, I think, one of the reasons I hate doing it, because I feel like it even burns my eyes. So far, I think this was easier. Now, I did not get any on my hands. It's pretty, you know, nothing dripped, which sometimes I get that with the other one that I use. You know, if I use one out of a bottle, sometimes it squirts out and it doesn't, you know, it gets on my clothes, or it gets on my neck, or it gets on my shoulders. So that's the reason I don't like it, because it can be messy, and sometimes even your hair drips a little bit. Even though I never put in the entire amount that comes in a box on my hair, because I don't have that much hair, I don't need it. So, hey Siri, give me an 18-minute timer. Okay, I'm gonna do like 18 because I've been talking and I've had it on for a couple of minutes already. So anyways, like I said, it doesn't smell, which is a plus. I don't feel like I really got it anywhere on my skin. Got a little bit here on my ear, but we can clean that up. This is just a baby wipe. But yeah, I don't have it anywhere else. I don't think I got any on this ear, but let's wipe it just in case. yeah, so this so far is pretty mess free. So like I said, I got mine in medium brown. I'm gonna wipe this so that it's nice and clean when I put it away. I like the fact that you can use it more than once. So for my hair, I use around 4, because I use like 3 full, the entire brush, and then I use like a couple of times just on the tip part of it to do like, you know, just like the part that is the hardest to cover, to make sure that I got enough product on there. So I would say about 3 to 3.5 full brushes. And this still feels pretty heavy. This has 3.4 ounces, 100 mLs. And I've had an interesting day today. I had to go get a root canal. That's why I almost didn't do this video, because you can probably notice my lips are crooked. This side of my face is numb. I don't feel it. And you know how it is. I just put a little bit of lip balm because, yeah, it's not the best look in the world. But also, I think I don't know if I mentioned it, I don't remember, but I like to color my hair when I have makeup on, because it doesn't really get on my skin. The makeup is like a barrier between the hair color and my skin. So I prefer doing it when I have makeup, and then I go take a shower and take everything off. Okay, so I'll put my timer on. I'm going to go turn this off now, go wash my hair, and then I'll come back and show you the finished product and see what it looks like compared to what it normally looks like with regular hair color. All right, see you in a few. A few for you, a little longer for me. Okay, I'm back. So it washed off. I'm gonna take this off. I just filmed a video creating this look. So it washed off really nice. And they suggest that you use a shampoo that is gentle for color treated hair. So I used my Native, which is a clean shampoo. It doesn't have any harsh chemicals or ingredients, and it is safe for color treated hair. So I use that as my conditioner and my shampoo. As you can see, my grays are covered. Next time I think I'm going to leave it on a little longer, because this, I feel like this is still a little light. It's not as dark as the rest of my hair. But I only left it on 20 minutes because I was afraid of leaving it on too long. So next time, and I'm going to hold off my complete review until I use it again. And I'll see how long before I feel like I have to use it. I'm going to put on my calendar the day that I used it. But yeah, I feel like I need this a little darker. Also, I'm going to put pictures, but I'm going to show you. There's still a little bit of gray showing back here. But this could be how I applied it. Okay, I wasn't applying it looking in a mirror. Normally when I color my hair, I have a mirror and I'm looking in my medicine cabinet, and I'm looking at the mirror in the bathroom, and I know exactly where to put it. Over here I was doing it blindly because I wasn't, you know, didn't have a mirror back there. Overall, my hair feels soft. I love the fact that it doesn't smell like chemicals. I hate that. I hate it when you're applying the product and you can smell those chemicals. And then even when you wash your hair for like a couple of days, I can smell that. Because once I color my hair, I don't like to wash it for like 2 days to make sure that it sticks to my hair. So those 2 days, you can, even though I shampoo after I color my hair, I shampoo my hair always and use conditioner. But I can still smell that chemicals. You don't smell it with this, which I really do appreciate. There's no scent whatsoever. And this really had very little scent. Not bothersome. It doesn't smell like chemicals. Make sure I don't have any on my nose. But anyway, so yeah, the only thing is, like I said, this doesn't look as dark as I like it. And the way that it was before, it wasn't totally white here because I had done one of those root touch-ups like 2 weeks ago. So that wasn't totally out, but it was still starting to show the gray. And the gray in the back definitely was there because I didn't use the root touch-up back there. And I still have some gray back there. So I don't feel like it covered that. But overall, my hair feels nice. It feels soft. It doesn't feel like I have anything harsh on it. It doesn't look dry. It doesn't smell. So far so good. It was mess free. I just have to be careful how I talk because my lip is still numb. And it's been like 3 hours since I came home from the dentist. But next time I'm going to leave it on for 30 minutes instead of 20. I think I need that because this right here is very color resistant. And I still feel like it looks like, you know how your hair gets like a little bronzy when the dye is coming off, and it still looks like that a little bit here. So I don't know. This has a money back guarantee, so 60 days will give me enough time to try it again, because this was not cheap. If it works and I have 4 uses out of this, is fine. I don't have a problem with it. But if it's right now, I just say it's okay. Like I said, I still see, I don't know if you can see it, but I can see like, what do you call it? Bronzy, rusty color that you start getting, and it is there. So I don't know. I can't really, the application was fine, just the final results. So the verdict is out on this one. I don't know if it's a yay or nay, but at least my hair doesn't feel dry. It doesn't feel stiff. And I enjoy the application. As far as, you know, coloring my hair, this is so much easier than what I normally do. Alright, you guys, I have to get back to you as to how this works out. I'll let you know on a more detailed review once I see how it, you know, I wash my hair like on 3rd day. And I don't use hot tools on my hair. I try to be as gentle as possible with my hair because I don't have a lot of it. I used to once upon a time, but not anymore. So I baby my hair. And I don't use a lot of products. The only thing that I use after I wash it is a little bit of this. This is the Not Your Mother's Activating Curl Top Mousse. And this is in soft touchable hold, so it doesn't make my hair like crunchy. But yeah, we'll see. I have to get back to you on that. Let me know if you heard of this product before. Have you tried it? Do you know anybody that has tried it? So interesting, but not sure yet. Alright, you guys, I love you. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I will see you on my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.